Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Linux Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about counted cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Monday, March 4th, 2024. It is episode 113. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. I hope you like what you see. Join me again. Click like, subscribe, all the things. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate all your love and support and comments and just all the things. So, it is March. That means March Stitching Challenge. I was so tired last week when I was doing my video or last Wednesday, it hasn't even been a whole week. But hopefully I'm getting back on my Monday schedule. But I didn't even talk about March. So if you're new to Flosstube, a lot of stitchers like to do like the basketball brackets, the playoff brackets for March. Some stitchers use the hashtag March Madness, Stitchy March Madness, whatever. I'm just calling it my March Stitching Challenge because I'm not using any hashtags on it this year. Though I might, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what I do when I edit. So, yeah, so I have 8 pieces that I'm going to pull out. I'm trying to pick ones that either are pretty close to being finished or I just really been wanting to stitch on again. And I'm going to do an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. You know, sometimes when I get into stitching, I want to get to a point. So I'm not just doing an hour, but I'm going to stitch on them one day. So March 1st through 8th, there'll be a different one every day. It'll be loaded into my Instagram stories. And then I will, after every 2, I will post a vote, a poll, and see which one you guys like that you want to, that you think should go ahead to the next. And I'm just looking at my poll right now for the one that's currently up. And it's fun to see on one of my polls, one of the designers voted for their piece, so that was kind of funny. I was giggling, and my husband was like, "What are you snickering about?" And so I had to explain the whole March thing. So anyway, let's get on to stitching. So March 1st, I used my Emily Call piece because I wanted to get back to it, Stitching at the Sea Mermaid. I will put a picture in where she was, and this is where she is now. I'm using all the called for colors except for her hair, which is Live and Die LA's Smack the Jellyfish. Which it's interesting because I've been watching some other Flosstubers, and they have Smack the Jellyfish, but it's fabric. And oh, that fabric. It's fabulous. So that was March 1st. March 2nd was from a Black Needle Society box by Tiny Modernist, We Should Be Friends. I've been plugging away on this. I really love this piece. I'll put in where it was. And this is where I am now. So I'm saving all the words for last because for me words go really quickly. So between those two, for March 1st and March 2nd, this one is going on. So this one will come out again on the 9th. And I'll probably, usually in the second round, I'll do 2 days worth of work on them. And then, so that'll get it down, let's see, so 8, that'll be 4, 2 days each, so that's 8 more days, and then The final two, I'll do 4 days each, and then we'll vote for the final one, and hopefully we'll get a finish or two this month. So, for March 3rd, I pulled out Luminous Fiber Arts, Counting is Hard. This one's been taking too long to finish. I really should have finished this before. But, so that's where it was, and this is where it is now. So I've probably got, I want to say 2/3, but it's really probably more a third because there's a lot of heavy stitching in the tomato and the floss bobbin. So that was March 3rd, and so far in the poll that's going today, so if you're watching this within the first 24 hours of me posting this video, you can still vote on this one. So far that one's winning. Going against it is Scissortail Designs Sewing Bees. So it was, so it is, so it will be. Ha ha ha. So this is where it was. And this is where it is now. So I got my 4th spool of thread and the bees. So it's very cute. And that one I've done my own floss conversion on it. All flosses from Stash. So it was, since I last met, it was leap day. So I pulled out my, my leap day start from 4 years ago is finished, but its companion piece I started last year, which is Tellin Emblems, Keepsakes and Tokens Pink. And here's the pattern. And it says, please look upon this needlework token as a symbol of true love unspoken. So this is where this was when I picked it up. And here it is now. So working on the words on this one, even though they take a little longer because every other letter is a different color. She flip-flops the colors. But once I get the words in, then it's easier for me to put all the leaves and flowers in and around, and then I'll finish that top border. So, made some nice progress on that. And I might pull this one out again too. Candy's coming down on Saturday. I might bring it with me to Keepsakes to work on. And then the last piece I was working on was Climbing Goat Designs, Dragons, A Field Journal Sal. I'll put in what should be so far. And here, oops, upside down. Here's where I am. He's starting to take shape, but it's still a while. I put in about 121 stitches. I'll put in more tonight. There's still about 1,200 stitches to go on this Welsh dragon. So, but you can kind of see, this is his head, one front leg, the other front leg. So, he's getting there. Just the reds are so close together. I'm afraid to do too much in a section and then not be able to tell where I finished. So that is all of my stitching for this week. And that's since last Wednesday when I filmed, because I filmed on the 28th. So be a whole lot more stitching next week if I keep up with my March Stitching Challenge stitching. So I was gonna say I don't have any haul. I don't really to show you. Forbidden Fiber Co. Leanne, you're killing me. You're killing me. She posted a new box is coming out from Ever After. It's one of my daughter's favorite movies. Drew Barrymore. It's a Cinderella story, but she is a very strong, independent woman, which is why my daughter loves her so much. My daughter's favorite Disney character is Mulan, so you can see the kind of, and you know, the field she's in, she has to be strong and independent. But anyway, so yeah, I purchased that box. So that Sal will start, I think the box will come out in April, and the actual, we've got the frame already. So as soon as that box comes, I can get started. And then it will go, I forgot how many parts. I think it'll start in May and end in September. But it's like a frame, and each little box will have something. So I bought that. I've paid for, I've got some marketplace orders that'll be coming. So this past weekend was Nashville Needlework Market. That is only for LNS's and ONS's, local needlework shops, online needlework shops, to go to all the designers and makers. They set up rooms in the Embassy Suites, and all the shops go and shop all the newest patterns and flosses and fabrics and anything else that might be there. So I've got patterns coming from that. It's this hobby. It's more than just stitching. It's collecting too. Hopefully I get to stitch them too. I did forget to show you last week some things. Where did that go? Oh, there's. I got some new t-shirts. So this was my Beach Please Retreat t-shirt. It was made by Athena. I'm shedding all over it. For the retreat, I picked the multicolor one because I think it's gorgeous. While we were there, she also brought me my last t-shirt order, Floss Daily. I think bobbin is so cute. And then, excuse me, still have a little bit of a cough. It's getting much, much better. I think this cough today is allergy related. And what do you mean cross stitching doesn't count as exercise? I use my arm muscles. And if you like Athena and her shirts, she has 2 new designs and 2 designs that are returning that she's had before. And I see 2, if not 3 new shirts in my future. I've got to go through and donate a whole bunch of t-shirts because I have more than I can wear. So yeah, go check out Athena, either Stitching Goddess Designs, either on Facebook, there's a Facebook group, or on Instagram, and it will take you to the new designs and the Google form so that you can order them. While I was at Universal last Monday, I found this, actually it was Sunday because Janelle was still with us. A local Florida artist, I believe it is, did some dragons that they had in one of the shops in the Lost Continent area. Dragons for Chinese New Year. Isn't he cute? So I'll have to get a frame for him. There were a couple of different ones, and I want to say that I've either seen these as patterns or might have even been a Hade or a diamond painting. I'm not sure. Or it was something similar, but he is just too cute. warming himself on his mug of hot tea. So cute. So that's all haul purchases. I am getting back in here. I gotta clean up in here some more because I still have stuff everywhere. Seems every time I go through and clean, I get more stuff. Which, that's a me problem. No, you don't need to listen to that. Okay, so we've got some big news for Black Needle Society. The new reps for 2024 have been announced. There's 12 of us. I am returning as a rep. Thank you, Laura and Katie. I really appreciate it. So this will be my third time around. We also have Cece, who is at Java Pearl Stitches on Instagram, and Gigi KCS podcast on Flosstube on YouTube. She is returning, as is Chloe, who is Miss Chloe SW on both YouTube and Instagram. New people this time around are Tara, who is Wild Woman Crafts on YouTube and Instagram. We have Rachel, Talking Dog Stitcher on YouTube and Instagram. Jeanette and Cheryl, who are the Garnet Rose Stitchers, and they each have their own Instagram page besides their Garnet Rose Stitchers YouTube. There is Jen, who is Jen Nasca on Instagram. She's returning, but without her former partner in crime. We have Shan, who is Stitching Sorceress on Instagram and YouTube. And Becky from Stoner Creek Stitchery. Dusty, who is the Serenity Stitcher. I'm really happy to see Dusty doing it. Lauren, who is Cross Stitch Bunny on Instagram and YouTube. And Megan, who is the Gem Stitchery, Gem with a J, Stitchery on YouTube and Instagram. So congratulations to everyone for becoming a rep for this year. I know you're going to like it. It's a lot of fun getting the boxes and doing all the YouTube videos. Even before, and even for boxes that I'm not a rep for, I love to do unboxings for. So it's always a lot of fun. Coming up very soon, hopefully next week, the Black Needle Society is actually in the process of moving from their office space to a newly renovated section of their home. So they won't have to travel for work now. But the March box, which is the Saturday morning box that I have been awaiting so impatiently, should be shipping next week. The July box was just announced, and it's stargazing. So I'm very excited about that. I think that'll be amazing. And if I remember correctly, the blue flower is the designer for that box. Let's see. Still room to get a space to register for Camp Black Needle in August. That is an in-person retreat, not a Zoom retreat. That is, you go to the hotel and you get to meet people in real life. So if you're interested in registering for that and getting more information, check out theblackneedlesociety.com. You can continue to use my code Lynn5 on purchases in the vault. Any leftovers from boxes go into the vault. Sometimes extra full boxes go into the vault. And yes, you can use my code for those. So anything left over from the March box, the Saturday morning cartoon box, will be in the vault April 1st. Let's see. Any other updates I needed to update you with? Oh, the next pattern from, because it's March now, for our third pattern, if you got the Niceless box, or if you purchased the Sal, the year of celebration Sal, the third pattern came out very cute. I'm going to start it when I have a chance. And it's all umbrellas for March. Makes sense because, you know, tends to be a rainy month. April more so. I don't know. Somebody decided these crazy things that it was umbrella month in March, but anyway. And if you got the cookbook from Nashville Needlework Market, and I cannot wait to get this pattern. Katie's pattern in there will also work in the circle for the celebration all year. So, lots of new patterns coming out. So very excited. Let's see. So Black Needle Society update. Me, I'm just settling in, doing my thing. My grandson made me go out walking yesterday. I would have gone out walking with him, but he really guilted me. My daughter called and he's on the phone. Grandma, we pick you up. Like, oh gosh, how do you say no to that? He'll be 3 very soon. I can't even believe it. So, but yeah. Oh, I did go on Leap Day. I went to see the matinee of Guys and Dolls. My son, my husband is in. He's playing Arvide, who is one of the Salvation Army guys, the grandfather for Sister Sarah. I guess she's young enough that he could be her grandfather. It's cutting a little close. Daughter, yes. Grandfather, I don't know. But yeah, so I got to see that. He's got a beautiful song in it. So that's not in the movie. So if you're in the Cincinnati area, highly recommend going to La Comedia and seeing the show. It's very good. Everybody in the cast is super good. I don't think there's a weak one in there. So, and it's under new management now. The food has really, the food is infinitely better than it had gotten really bad over the last year or so. But it is top notch now. They had, to give you an example, they had fried zucchini and squash. You know, it's breaded and fried. And, you know, it's a buffet. So those things tend to get soggy or whatever. It was nice. It was crisp like it should be, cooked on the inside. So, yeah, so I gotta get back to work sewing bags again. Working on special orders. Cleaning up my room. Cleaning up my house. My house has gotten really bad over the last few months. With us not being here for 2 months, it really needs a deep clean. It needs a spring deep clean. So that'll be on the books for the next month. So, anyway, I'm waffling on. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.